Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to working on my little paper bag journal here. And today we're going to be trying to get a little bit more work done in the second half of the journal. So this is as far as I've got. So I've got a pocket here that needs a little something and I want to make my thing to go in here. Let's hope we can make everything we need today to finish this off, maybe, or get close to the finish anyway. So let's have a look. So I have this piece of this is the 49er Market piece of scrapbook paper left over from doing the little booklet for the other end of the journal, for the booklet we put in. I've made that, I've just put to one side because it makes the whole thing a bit bulky. So I thought I could use that because it's about the right width, maybe a little bit wide, but not too much, to go in here. And then so I'll make a tag or maybe a long journal card, but I thought I'd make a pocket or two to go with the extra. It's my thought. So I'm just going to mark where I think it should come to. Let's see how far up it needs to go. So it needs to come to about here. Let's cut that off and then see where we go. I thought about folding it up, but actually because it's quite a big piece, I thought I might actually make two pockets with it. Right, so I've got this piece. Yeah, that looks about right. In fact, I think I may have... Oh, it's quite a tight fit, actually. I'm wondering if that's going to be... I might just cut a tiny smidge more, shall I? Yes, just a tiny smidge. Just to make sure it's not... Once I've added the pocket, I'm thinking because it's quite tight, I might just add the one pocket. Right, so I've put it that way up so we don't lose the pretty pattern up here. And then I think I'm just going to put, I'm going to put the pocket there. Don't think I'm going to need a second one, but I'll have a look. And that could just go down there. And then we can put a tag or something in the pocket. But also, this can be written on as well, because this could be a pocket too, or a tag. Now, that's too wide because when I cut it down originally, made it a bit big. Let's just... Seemed like something I could do really quickly, but apparently not. Right, let's just try this. Go that way. No, I feel like it needs to go that way. And then I'll pop it there. Now, how would it look with a second pocket? I mean, the second pocket would fit. Just a case of whether make it too bulky in here. And once I've added a couple of things, it might get a bit bulky. I'm not sure. Just feel like there's a big expanse of space that would be good to use. Well, I'm just going to go for it. It's going to be quite a bulky journal, I think. I'll need to trim this pocket as well. That's it. With my little punch, hole punch. I think this one's too big. I think for this it needs to be the smaller one, I think. I don't think I'll be able to do them together, so I'm going to do them one at a time, but try and line them up. Whoops. This is so thick. This punch definitely won't go through both of them at the same time. Just going to line it up. I think it's possibly not as central as I'd have liked, but never mind. As long as they're both the same. There's that one. Oh, right. Okay, so they're fine. Right, so I think I want to just ink these up a little bit with the warm lipstick, just to enhance the pink. So I'm going to do a bit of, I think I'll do some, I quite like a bit of double inking sometimes. Going to do a bit of Vintage Photo and then the pink over the top. But before I do that, I'm going to round my corners. And then I'll ink round them. Round the top too, I think. I could cut it into tag shape, but I actually like it round at the top for this, I think. Like that. Yep, and then I don't think I'll do them at the bottom, just at the top. Okay, so I'm going to just do some inking now. Right, so I've inked all around these bits. And I just need to line up the pockets. So this one's at the bottom. Still think it needs a little trimming, but I'll do that after I've glued it on, I think. And then I need to just pop this just inside here. So I'm going to do this one first. Oh no, I don't think I want to actually glue across the bottom. Oops, grab a piece of kitchen towel or something. Just wipe it off. I'm just going to do it down the sides, and then if I've got anything that can go that's a bit longer, I've got a couple of tags that might go right down. Not sure at the moment whether I want them to be. Yeah. I think I'll just put it either side and just pop that. So I just want it to just go down just a little bit more. Then if I've got a tag that will go right the way down, that will be able to do that. I had to raid my box that I packed yesterday. I had to go and raid it for try and find some ready-made ephemera that might work in this. No, that was the other thing I want to do. I want to trim that first. I think my brain's not working very well today. I was just going to trim this just another smidge, wasn't I? So I think it might be easier to do it now. Is that right now? That's better. Okay. Pull this on. This one I will glue across the bottom, otherwise it'll be falling out. Okay. Right, so what I pulled out, so I've got a few pieces of Roxy Creations. Well, I think this isn't Roxy Creations. This is from Tracy Fox. I don't remember. I made a few pieces from a Tracy Fox kit when I was first making videos after my operation, and I've got a few bits here that were pink, and I thought this one went really well. This one is going to be too bulky because of this at the bottom here, and probably too wide as well. But this one I think will go very nicely in here. Stop it from, yeah, there, that one goes lovely in there. Colours are perfect. Pop it right down there, and then I've just got to find something to go in here, and I have a whole load of teeny tiny tags that I made quite a while ago. I was on a bit of a tag making thing. I don't know whether this one would go. I think they're quite nice, those long ladies, but they do cover up this one, so I'm not so sure about that. What about this one? It's just catching the edge of the lace there. So I'm just going to lift that up a bit, pop that in there. That's quite nice. Is this one too tall now? Got any more? No. So I'll see if this one will go. Maybe this one will be better on its own. Those. That's a bit bulky. I might just try this one. I just picked out a few that had a bit of pink in them. Yeah. There we go. Those two look quite nice, and then you can still see her in the background. So let's see how this goes in here. Oops. Let's hope it all fits now. There we are. Okay, that's in there. Right. It's quite full, but never mind. Then we've got this pocket. And I want to make like a large notepad for this pocket. Just put all these pieces of ephemera out the way. I'm going to need this. And I've got these two pieces of scrapbook paper. So I used a piece of this already. This is the Blue Fern Studios paper. And then this is the large piece of Fortune Hour Market paper that I considered using for the booklet and decided against. But I do want to use it for this. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to just check the size that I need it to be. So this is it. I'll actually measure it this side. Where's my ruler? So to fit in here, it's going to need to be, turn it around so that I can do it this way around. Maybe 6 inches. I'll put that in as far as it will go. 6 inches goes right. Yeah, 6 inches by, well, let's do the other way. 9 would do it. I'm thinking 8.5 might be enough. Not to push it too much. So 6 by 8.5, I think I'm going to make it. And this is going to be the back of the pad. So I need it 6 inches across. Inches that way, which is just about right. So I'll get all this lovely flour, or most of it. And I've still got this beautiful piece. And then it was 8.5, wasn't it? Down. Oh no, I don't need it to be 8.5 down because I need to add a bit more. Because I want to fold this over. So if it was 8.5, so actually 1.5 inches, 1 inch. Let's have a think. That would be, I think that would be enough to fold it over. I think 1 inch folded over would probably be enough. We've got a flap, so we're at 9.5, and then I've got this lovely piece that I might be able to use for something. Right, so that's the back. And what I want to do is to score it at 1 inch. Get that out. Yeah, score at 1 inch. Hold it. No, I use my bone folder, I think. Right. This is going to work out. I've just had this thought in my head that I wanted to make this, but I'm not quite sure how it's all going to work out. I'm just going to check the size of this, make sure it's going to fit. Yeah, that's just about right. Good. And then, well, I could use this piece for the inside, for the front, I mean. I had thought I would use this for the front, because I quite like that. But then the other side when you tip it up is a bit, doesn't really work. So maybe I'll hang on to that and use it for something else because it'll need covering. This is already thick enough, so I don't necessarily want to cover that. I could just, and then when it flips up, you could even write on that bit, couldn't you? And if I flip it up so that it goes up that way, so it's the right way up, just figuring it out. It would still look okay that way, wouldn't it? Right, so how long do I need this to be? I need it to be same height, don't I? And just glue these two pieces together. So I need that to be eight and a half, I think. So now I'll just glue like that. Right, so 8.5 from this end. Oops. I might just bring it in a touch, like another 1/16, so it's not right up to the top. Right, I've got that then. So I've got a nice handy few pieces I can use then for the little pockets. Right, how are we doing? So if I were to, glue it there, could even staple it, but I think I'll glue it. But almost to the top, so it lines up here. Actually, I wonder whether to make it a bit shorter so that you've got something to get hold of. A little piece of lace along here to flip it up. I think I might just, not sure if I want to do that. Now I think what I'll do is I'll round the corners at the bottom. Yeah. Right. I'm just going to cut a smidge off the top there, just to make it a fraction shorter than the other end, than the back piece, should I say. That'll give me room to put a little tab on it then, won't it? Okay, so that'll flip up like that. Yep. And then we have to put in our pad inside. Right, so I'm going to glue these two together. I actually thinking, do I want to just, I'm going to have to clean this mat again before I move. I'm just wondering whether to round this corner here so it looks a little, I think I will. I think I'm just going to round the corner of this. Just to soften that join a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to glue it. This didn't quite cut it as I'd like. Right. I think I might just line it up this way. Yeah, I like that. I'll probably put some lace across there just to finish it off. And then you've got this little bit here, and I could put a little bit of tab down here, maybe the matching lace or something like that. Let's first of all make our little pad to go inside. Let's move this out of the way for a second, because I'll need that. I have got some papers that I pulled out to see if I could make a little tablet, a few bits of paper and a bit of coffee dye, and this is avocado dyed, but it's cardstock, so I'm not sure that's going to quite work for this. Okay, let's see what we've got. Not sure about that one. I've got a piece of vintage ledger here, so we can use that. So I'm just going to cover up my ink before I get brown marks all over my my little, whatever you call it, little booklet, tablet, whatever. Right, I do things like, I like things to be the right way round, so I think I'm going to tear these. Folded here, so it's a good place to tear it. Okay, move these bits out of the way. Let's see how that looks. Let's see how it looks in size-wise in here. Yes, it's coming down too far. I might have to shorten some of those pages. Yeah, I think that's thick enough. Right, I'm just going to, I think I'm going to shorten some of these pages. That one and that one for sure. See about the others. Right, so I've shortened all of the pages just a little, well not all of them, but most of them, just a little bit to make sure it doesn't ride down when I close the top, because this was a little bit shorter than the back, so, and then it will just sit in there nicely. So I've got them in the order I want, so all I'm going to do now is to staple them with my tiny attacher. Just get hold of them so that they don't move. And I'm going to staple them quite near the top so that the pages will flip up. Oh. And one in the middle. Have I caught the back one? Just about, yes. And one more. That's it. Yeah. And then I'm just going to glue it just across the top. I know this is a bit rough, but I quite like that. Just glue it down to the pad, top of the pad, and then this will lift up and down, and then you can just flick through, and this can be written in. So each page is fixed, make sure they're all fixed. It's got a nice little pad, you could draw in it and write in it. Do what you like. That one, and that one. Yep, they're all attached. Now I'm just going to glue it down to the cover. And gluing across the staples so that they won't come loose. Not that I think they would, but you never know. Just make sure. Yep, it's covered. I could put something across here, but I think I quite like it just how it is. Alright, so that's nice and in. Right, let's find something pretty to put across here. Got my little lacy bits, or some of them, in this box. Got something that will actually go with this paper, even though it might not be quite the same pink as on the rest of the journal, but I think it should coordinate with this. I'm just wondering about this piece in the middle, because I think it will go quite well with this particular paper. Just across there. And maybe we could put a little something in the middle, something decorative. Just a second, cut this off. And where's my little pot of bits and pieces? Okay. Well, definitely not the wax seal, they're completely the wrong colour. Let's see what I can put. Oh, what about this bright pink butterfly? Would that go? Well, it's not really the right pink. I don't know if this one would look better. I might just have a look in my actual box of butterflies. See if I can find one that just looks better to me. Just fits there, I don't know. Don't know if I've got any pink ones. Oh, I've got this pink one, which I think was pink cardstock. No, don't like that. No. No, don't think any of these colours are quite right, the whole of it. A lot of yellow. Kind of lilac-y, too big. Nope. There's a gold one here. Gold one. Maybe a gold one would be nice. Yeah, I like the gold one. Okay, so I'll put this that way down. Yeah, I think just going to tidy up this a bit. It's a bit raggedy at the top. Just a couple of bits where it's a bit, just could do with a bit of tidy. Just trimming off a couple of little bits. And then it's got a nice little scallopy edge at the bottom. So I'm going to sew that, I'm going to glue that along there. Okay. I'll just pop a little drop more under here now. And I'm just going to put, where'd that gold butterfly disappeared, did it fly off somewhere? Where'd it go? There it is. And I'm going to put that in the middle. Yeah, like that. And then we want just a little something down here. I don't know if I've got anything that would actually work particularly. Let's have a look at a piece of fabric maybe. It's not quite the right colour. What about this piece of that? Or a piece of that. I think I might go with a piece of that. I'm going to trim off this edge as well, just this one on here. So I've got the same both sides. I'm not going to try and tear that tiny little edge off, but at least it'll probably start to fray very quickly. Okay, and I could glue that. Right, let's see. Pop that there. Is it a bit too wide? A little bit. How wide do I want it? About there. Perhaps if I might be able to tear this piece off. But I'm not sure I can. So I'm just going to snip it. Nope, can't even tear that little tiny little piece at the end. So that's okay. I'll just snip it off. And glue that there. Just make a little tab to lift it. Let's just get the width right. The middle, yeah, close enough. Ooh, there's a load of strings there. Right, and then I'll just a little bit of glue on this side. Don't want too much hanging down because it'll block the pocket. It won't fit in the pocket if it's too long. So, God, I can't get rid of this piece. Get off. Okay. All right. So there it is. Let's see how it looks in the pocket now that I've done it. Move this out of the way again. I don't really think it needs any more decoration because it's so pretty, this paper. I know the pink is a bit of a different pink, but I still think it goes okay. I've got a variety of shades of pink in this journal, so let's see how it fits. I'm going to put it in from this side where it looks like it needs to go. And there we are. Right in the pocket. And it fills it nicely without bulking it out too much. So I think that's what I'm going to manage to do today. I have got this card, this journal card here, which I'm not going to do much to because it looks fine as it is. I might just put an image in the middle, so I shall finish this off camera. Just because we're getting a bit short of time now. I've still got to make something to go in this big pocket here, and I've got 2 pockets here, 2 tag shaped pockets, and I've got this pocket here, so that will have to be the next video. I'll have to make these. In between, I have, in case I hadn't mentioned it, which I don't think I have been doing a little bit of extra decoration off camera. So I added this piece here, this piece of lace down here, and there's a little clustery bit there. I think I'd got as far as here with decorating. Then I decorated this pocket here on the lace and this lovely lady here, a little cluster down here, and then I think I put another little cluster here and this bit of lace along the bottom here. And I just got to pop that in there. Another little cluster. I went into my snippet roll and I just cut up a few pieces that I thought would go, and added them to the journal. So I thought, well, I should really use some of the snippet rolls that I've made. These are the fabricy ones because I really love them and I love making them, so I need to use them so I can make some more. And I just put that little cluster there, and then I had this little bow. This is what's her name? Treasure Books. Natasha at Treasure Books did a tutorial making these bows, and I just made that one, and I've just had it sitting in my stash, and I thought, well, actually, I might just pop that on there because I just added some pink ink, and I just put it there just because I liked it. And I had a little bit of lace down the edge and a bit of washi tape and lace down this edge here, and that's really all I did. So it wasn't a lot. I just thought it needed finishing off some of the decoration on the actual pockets so that I can get busy with finishing off the rest of the ephemera. And then the final video, there'll be one more after that. I mean, this is going on forever, I'm so sorry. It is taking a long time to finish. I will do all the little pockets, there are about 4 or 5 little pockets that need to be filled as well. So there we are. That's all I'm going to manage to find time for today. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.